Today, I'm excited to share with you the story of two companies that changed the world, not because of what they own, but because of the things you can't touch or see, the invisible forces that made them what they are today. Imagine a world where the most valuable things a company can have is not something tangible. It's not building or technology, but something invisible. Something feels and lives every day with the people who work there and customers they serve. And today, I'm going to show you how Netflix and Disney success by navigating this intangible asset. Things like culture, trust, and short storytelling through their story. We will see how the unseen force not only shaped their future, but became the drive force behind their incredible success. So, what if a company greatest asset wasn't something you can touch or even measure? Take a moment and think about it. Most companies invest heavily in tangible assets like building technology or machinery, but Netflix and Disney have built employed on something far more powerful and far less visible. For Netflix, it's their culture of freedom and responsibility, and for Disney, it's its magic of storytelling. And today we will take a deep dive into how these intangible assets, what you can see but feel, have uh, shaped this company to dominate the industry and became household name. Let's start with Netflix. The company we all know today as the stream giant, but it didn't start with that way. In 1997, Reed Hastings, the co-founder of Netflix, faced a problem that many of us can relate to. He has to charge a $50 late fee for returning a movie late to Blockbuster. At that moment, an idea just rised in his head. What if there was a way to rent movie without adding late fees? So Reed Hastings and his co-founder Brando came together with the simple vision: a DVD rental service where people could rent movie and return them whenever they want without worry about the penalties. They started small in a garage, with no fancy technology, no warehouse, just an idea, a culture of trust, and a belief in offering people something they need, freedom from traditional rental system. Now let's think about what's really set Netflix apart. It wasn't just about DVDs, it's about the freedom it gave to its people. Hosting and Randolph didn't create Netflix through rigid rules or heavy supervision. They trusted employees to make decisions on their own. They created a culture that forced on hiring only the best talent, people who could take responsibility of their work. And here the kicker, Netflix didn't just expect high performance, they demanded it. If you couldn't keep up, you were out of the door. And the Rico freedom and responsibility became the company's most important assets, a culture that allowed the company to innovate lightning speed and change the way we watch movies and TV shows. So, what's the lesson here? It's simple. Culture is everything. Netflix didn't just grow because it had a good business model. It grew because it empowered its people to make bold decisions and be the best they could be. And that was made Netflix thrive. They were not just looking for employees, they were looking for leaders. Their culture is built on two things. The first one is freedom. Freedom to make decisions, freedom to think big. And the second one is a responsibility. The responsibility to perform and to deliver results. The culture around Netflix to pivot quickly, to adapt to, and to become the powerhouse it is today. And now let me tell you the twist in the story. In 2000, Netflix offered to sell itself to Blockbuster for just $15 million. Blockbuster was the undisputed against the video rental industry at that time. So they had a store, the infrastructure, and the brand. Blockbuster just said no. They rejected it, and they laughed at the idea and turned it down. Fast forward to today. it can be seen that Netflix is worth over $200 billion, while Blockbuster is gone. So, why it happens? It's just because Netflix didn't rely on physical asset. They relies on people and the culture that value innovation, creativity, and trust. And now let's talk about Disney, a company that's founded long before Netflix in 1923. Walt Disney, with a small loan from his brother Roy, set out to create something truly magical. Walt Disney didn't just want to create a company. He wants to create joy, wonder, and magic, and this all started with the Little Mouse. At that time, animation was still in its infancy, but Walt and Roy Disney were just looking for to entertain. They were looking to inspire. They knew that the power of story could connect people on a level far deeper than anything else. So they created Mickey Mouse, the first cartoon characters with real heart and personality. Disney didn't just make cartoon; they built a world that people will love and trust, a world where dreams can come true. So what is the magic behind Disney? It's not about the movie, the park, or its products. It's the feeling they create. When you think about Disney, you don't just think about Mickey Mouse, Cinderella, or Disney Plus. You think about the memory, you think about the emotion, you think about the sense of the belonging. Disney's brand isn't just about selling products. It's about creating an experience that lives in your heart. And that is what makes Disney so powerful. They understand that emotion is the strongest from the currency in business. When you can make someone feel something, you create a bond that goes beyond any product or service. And here in 2019, Disney made another bold movie. They launched the Disney Plus, their own streaming platform. Bring all their beloved collects into your living room, on your phone, and everywhere in betweens. From simple to smartphone, from big screen to small screen, Disney adapted. They didn't sit on their success, they reinvented themselves once again. And that adaptability, the ability to take their magic and bring into a digital age, is what keeps them ahead. So, what can we take away from this story of Netflix and Disney? So, the first is culture is your foundation. Netflix succeeded because they didn't just hire employees, they hired leaders. They created a culture where people were trusted to make big decisions and were held responsibility for their action. And the second is brand is about emotion, not just about productions. Disney's success isn't in its movie they sell, it is in the feeling they create, the magic they bring into our life. And third, trust and emotion are the true drivers of long-term value. They build loyalty, resilience, and community, where is in employee or customer. And my recommendation to all company is that treat your intangible asset, your culture, your story, your emotional connection as your strategic capital. And they may not show up a balance sheet, but they are the foundation of everything your company will ever build. So these most powerful things in business aren't the things you can measure or touch. They are the things that they live in hearts, mind, and memory. So thanks for listening. That's all of my presentation.